Not since the likes of Resident Evil 2 and Silent Hill have I felt such anxiety playing a video game as I did during The Evil Within. Flying under the radar for me, I picked up a copy for $5 3 years after its initial release. I played through the first few chapters on this channel, but after the camera stopped rolling, I just couldn't put the controller down. The game was fun, terrifying, full of what the f*** moments, and left me wanting more. So when a few months later the sequel was announced, Evil Within 2 became one of my most anticipated games of 2017. This is my late review of Evil Within 2. Following the events of Beacon Mental Hospital, the game finds protagonist Sebastian Castellanos searching for answers at the bottom of a bottle.
No, this is not happening!
Throughout the first game, we get hints at the dark past that follows Sebastian, but this game immediately delves into those dark memories.
Lily! No!
You didn't save me!
Kidman?
It's at his lowest point that a familiar face, Kidman, breaks the news that his daughter is in fact alive, being used by Mobius as the core for their STEM experiments.
Lily's still alive.
Unfortunately for Mobius, their new STEM program has failed, and if they want to save Lily or their program, they have to send in someone that's been there before.
We need you.
This machine, this miracle, will allow our species to achieve greatness.
A little over a week ago, Lily vanished. Just stopped sending signals. Then the STEM environment began to collapse. We thought it was just a technical glitch, an easy fix, so we sent a team of Mobius agents inside. But then we lost contact with them, and STEM went dark.
You can save her, or let her die. It's your choice.
In order to save his daughter, Sebastian must connect with STEM once more and face an all-new nightmare, and some residual ones as well. The town of Union is the new beacon. What was promised to willing STEM candidates as a sanctuary has now turned into the hell's dream of a maniac, and you're thrusted right into the middle of it. You're not alone in this fight this time. There are members of a Mobius response team you have to find if you want to find Lily. Each member serves a different purpose and provides different info and equipment to aid you on your journey.
You know how to use a gun, right?
But most of all, they have a fresh pot of coffee waiting for you. That's just nice. One of these members you meet immediately is O'Neill. He gives the first bit of information needed to track down Lily. On this path, we learn that Sebastian is not the only one looking for Lily.
You've been searching for me for so long, so I have come. But wait, it's not me you seek, is it? No, it's the girl. Fear radiates from you. It's beautiful, but not yet finished. I am Stefano, and now you are my art.
The way I saw it, the game is split into two major parts. The first part of this game is hunting down the artist-turned-killer Stefano Valentini. He uses his demented live art to hunt you down. Personally, Stefano is my favorite villain of both games. I'm not saying he's the scariest because, well... But Stefano has clear motivation. He's constantly trying to outdo his own work in an effort to craft his masterpiece.
How will I ever top this? I'll find a way. Her fear is always inspiring.
His art just so happens to be his murdered victims. The final battle with Stefano is very intense and very fun. I mean, just watch this quick shot real quick. Look at that. That's skill right there. The second part of this game, we are introduced to religious leader Theodore, a man who has used his influence and power to be accepted into Union, but is now using it for his own fanatic ways.
With your daughter. And I will have the power of the core.
Both Stefano and Theo want Lily so they can have absolute power inside of Union. Whereas Stefano was just running around having fun, Theodore seems to have illusions of grandeur. This makes Theodore a much different villain than Stefano and, in previous, Rubik. Theodore focuses on your past and your fears mostly. That's where he draws his power over you. The city turning into and looking like hell on Earth is mostly Theodore's fault. At this point, I feel there is a less focus on the side missions and more on the direct path of the story. The second part definitely feels more like the first installment of the series. Now, I'm not going to ruin the whole thing. There are a few twists with these characters. But the second half story, especially with Theodore, seems grossly underwhelming compared to the first half of this journey. Let's talk gameplay. EW2, yes, I'm calling it EW2 now. EW2 gives the player a map this time around. It also allows the exploration of the setting, providing tons of hours of gameplay. You explore Union as you see fit. The side missions usually have direct involvement with the story missions, but that doesn't necessarily mean you have to accomplish one before the other.
Sebastian? Where have you been?
Throughout the game, Sebastian carries a radio to communicate with Kidman, O'Neill, or any of the other Mobius team members. The radio tracks signals of other Mobius agents, as well as whoever might have a radio. It's in these moments you can find fallen Mobius agents, grab some equipment, and further unlock what exactly went down before they died. Okay, I just want to say that I love the automatic cover system in this game. See an area that would be perfect for some cover? As long as the symbol on your screen shows up, you can run to it automatically. And with the glide of the left stick, Sebastian will move around the objects without having to exit first. It's just a nice natural feel.
What the?
In EW2, when you travel through the looking glass, you're not stuck in some crummy cell anymore.
You're in an area separate from the main system right now. That's how we're able to maintain communication with you. This construct is called your room. It's a safe zone that was formed from your own memories.
My memories, huh? If that's the case, then where are my wife and child?
This time you've upgraded to your own office. You don't just have your lockboxes and upgrades. This time in your office, you can hone your skills after customizing your weapons and test them out at a gun range. I found myself using this more than I thought. It really helps as the weapon changes with every customization. The gun range makes you more comfortable with those changes. And plus, it's just fun to beat your score.
Quite good, Detective. Your training out there seems to be paying off.
Shit!
Okay, this game is freaking creepy. It's semi-open world, which means you're constantly seeing things. Hearing things.
Hello?
And not wanting to go into buildings because you know you're gonna die. That's the beauty of these games. You know you're going to piss your pants. There are parts of this game designed to fuck with you, designed to trap you, and make you face your fears. And with the PS4's controller speaker, you're gonna hear random laughter, random screaming, and it's just the worst. This game is beautiful to look at. There's great visuals for Sebastian and the antagonists. The game, the town, the sound effects is all top notch. Some side characters though, not so
But
much.
consider this. Lily is probably less traumatized by thinking you're dead than by thinking you're alive.
They clearly did not put the same attention to detail in Hoffman or Lily that they did on Sebastian or Stefano.
This chase has been entertaining.
Just look at this scene in the bar. It looks like PS4 Sebastian is sitting with a PS3 Kidman.
And you thought you'd find me at the bottom of an empty bottle. Is that it?
Visually, Sebastian may look the best, but he doesn't sound the best.
What in the hell? Great. Modis has got some stellar backup plans.
Stating the obvious isn't going to speed things along.
He's still as plain as the first game. It's tough to take when you're used to great voice acting, such as the Uncharted series.
What's this about?
In fact, most of the side characters like Hoffman
I've seen enough to know you're telling the truth.
and Torres actually did a better job.
There's no place like home, but a safe house runs a close second. Listen, don't freak out at the amount of explosives I got in here. They're as safe as cookie dough. At least until I arm them.
The Evil Within 2 is a twisted, beautiful next step in the series. It's not just part 1 with improved graphics. EW2 can stand on its own, give fans of the first game the action and scares that made them love the first one, but also offer new actions and experiences. The voice acting and graphics for side characters are clear issues, but not too big to take you out of the experience. The story is more direct, the action more intense, and the world is much more open and deeper. The graphics at times are some of the best of this gen so far. Most importantly, it's scarier, and it still f***s with you for fun. With the addition of first-person mode for free, Evil Within 2 has enough to offer to keep you diving back into STEM. The Evil Within 2, 8 out of 10.